Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. I am Felrus. Thank you for joining me to play some Raid Shadow Legends today. Guys, we have a nuke off today. So everybody in one of Corrodor's live streams told me, no, Rathalos Blademaster is actually good. You should use him. So today we are going to be doing a nuke off, testing Rathalos and Thor in the exact same gear with the exact same champions, guys. Let's waste no more time. Let's get right into it. Hold up. Click the link in the description below right now to get a free legendary champion, Bambus 4-leaf, as well as one amazing free epic as you level up. Here are the exact steps you need to follow. 1. Log out of Plarium Play on your PC. If you've never had Raid installed on your mobile phone before, the link will work there too. 2. Click the link in the description and start a brand new Raid Shadow Legends account with a brand new email. 3. Launch Raid and complete your tutorial. 4. You can find Bambus 4-leaf here as well as Ugo at level 15. This is an amazing account start in Raid Shadow Legends, so be sure to use my link in the description below right now. All right, so first of all, we have to do a campaign. So how good are they at campaign farming? We've got a little bit of campaign here. So let's see what Thor can do, what Thor's time is. Then we're going to go in and switch to Rathalos. Well, it would technically be easier to see all of Thor's stuff at once, but I think it's good to compare side by side so that you guys can see in real time what these champs are capable of, guys. Here we go. Thor is fully booked. Here we go. All right, so Thor has a 12-second campaign farm here. All right, let's go ahead and switch to Rathalos. Let's see. We got to make a preset, I think. We got to make a preset as a global preset Thor. There we go. Bam. All right, so now we go in and we go Rathalos. Rathalos in the same gear. Well, we got to upgrade. We got to upgrade his banner here so that we have a attack banner. All right, hey, more speed. That's what we like to see. All right, so we're going to go in and preset manager, global presets as far as that goes. Bam. All right, here we go. We've got a ton of gear here, a ton of changes. All right, let's see how fast can Rathalos Blademaster farm the campaign. Here we go. Let us see. And how hard is he hitting in comparison, right? Thor, of course, putting out like 200k. Dang, 50k off the A3. Not any good. 50k off the A2. 40k off the A1 there. Oh, and he's not going fast. We're already at 12 seconds. We are already at 12 seconds. Not any good. Not any good when it comes to Thor at campaign. Oh, there's the A3 hitting for 200k, but that's off the passive. So if you guys don't know, Rathalos Blademaster's passive kicks in every 5 turns and he'll deal 200% more damage. But guys, that's just Thor's regular damage in the exact same gear. Oh, this is disappointing as far as campaign is concerned, guys. He's also really bad affinity for campaign, so you do have to take that into consideration. That is something he has in his favor. All right, there we go. 166k off the A1. All right, what are we going to do now? We have to take him into Dragon. We have to take him into Dragon, and we got to see how hard he hits on Dragon Hard 10. So what we're going to do, we don't need any sort of serious team with this. All we need is a speed booster. We need a drop defense champion. I think Queen of Hearts will do very well for that. I think we need Esme the Dancer. Where is good old Esme? There she is. And then we need our Rathalos, and then we're going to need our Thor too. Here we go. Let's just see how much this guy can hit for, guys. How much can he hit for? All right, so here we go. We're going in with the Mentor of Heroes. We're going to go in with the A1 drop defense. There we go. We're going to go in with the Weaken. Good stuff. So under drop defense and Weaken, the A3 hits for 100k. Now that's not bad at all. Let's try to boost and get back around here before the waves get another turn so we can see how much the A2 hits for. I mean, it's not bad at all. Here's the A2 against Venus. Is going to be for 121k. Again, it's not bad at all. It's not bad, but it's all right. Let's see how Thor does in comparison, guys. Let's see how Thor does in comparison. We're just going to go over here. We're going to grab Thor. We're going to go ahead and stick the gear from Rathalos on Thor. There we go. Bam. All right, and then we go back into Dragon to figure out how much these guys actually hit for. So we're going to go in and put Thor. All right, start battle. So about 120k from all of Rathalos' skills. We're going to go in with the A3 there from Arbiter. Put out the drop defense there from Queen of Hearts. I go ahead and put out the Weaken. That's good stuff as well. All right, so Thor's A3 in comparison is doing about the same at 130k. That's exactly what we like to see. 130k, 120k. Now keep in mind Thor does ramp, so he's going to be a little bit gonna hit a little harder, but not too much harder. Not too much to affect the showcase. Guys, here is the A3. Let's see what we've got on one time speed here. Voluminous Ricochet hitting for 300k and 200k in comparison. Guys, I think the winner is clear. Thor's A2 does so much damage. It very much out nukes Rathalos. All right, so that's dungeons. Let's see how we can do as far as Hydra is concerned. We're going to go into Nightmare Hydra here. Again, we're just going to do pretty much the same thing. We're going to have Esme there. We're going to have Thor because he's where our gear is. We're going to have Arbiter to make sure we go first, and Queen of Hearts. Let's see what we've got here. Let's see how much damage each of them can do. Now, we will have to conduct Rathalos in a... Excuse me. All right, we will have to conduct Rathalos with AoE burns somehow, but I don't think we need to do that for Thor, just to make it fair, right? So here is the A3 from Thor, hitting for about 100k on all counts. All right, good stuff. Free regroup that. We're going to go ahead and go in to see what the A2 hits for. I should be doing this all on one-time speed. All right, we're going to go ahead, buff up with increase attack. Good stuff. We're going to go in with the drop defense. There we go. And then Esme puts out the Weaken. That's what we like to see. And then here is the A2, hitting for 400k and 200k respectively. Some very good numbers there out of Thor. All right, so if we go in and we stick the gear back on Rathalos again, this is the exact same gear every single time. Every single time, guys. All right, swapping that gear around. And then we're going to go ahead and stick Rathalos in there. Now, we'll also put... I have a Mordecai. Let's stick Mordecai in there. He should be faster than Rathalos, just to make things fair for Rathalos. We're going to go in. We're going to go ahead and buff up with Arbiter. We're going to go ahead and drop defense. And then we're going to go ahead and weaken. Good stuff. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and burn everybody because Rathalos will do more damage under burns. Here is the A3. Hitting for about 100k. So their A3s are roughly similar so far. Let's see what the A2 is going to bring in Hydra. Now, sometimes every second use of the skill is an AoE, so you'll get some damage reduction off of that, but, you know, it'll be roughly the same in terms of actually total damage output. Here we go with the Earth Dancer. Good stuff. We got the Weaken. We got the burns. All right, let's see what we've got. Let's go against the Head of Wrath here. Spirit Step Slash. For 237k against a single target. That is not bad at all. The only difference here is Thor is going to scale in Hydra better than Rathalos will, so Rathalos does have a disadvantage in that area. All right, Doom Tower, guys. Doom Tower hard, the final floor. What do we have here? We're going to go in with Rathalos again. We're going to have our Arbiter again. Esme is once again going to bring our Weaken. And Queen of Hearts for our drop defense. Where is good old Queen? Oh, man, I need her. There we go. All right, we're going to go in here. Let's see how hard can Rathalos actually hit. Everybody telling me that I am wrong about this champion. Well, am I? Here we go. We're going to go with the drop defense. There we go. And then the Weaken. There we go. All right, let's see what exactly Rathalos A3 can do here. Bam. So 46k, 80k, that kind of damage. All right, it's not bad. But it's not great either. Let's go ahead and test the A2 here. Let's see. We're going to go in and we're going to go ahead and turn meter boost. That's what we like to see. We're going to go ahead and drop defense from Miss Queen of Hearts. Great. We go in with the Weaken. Nice. And then the A2 here. The A2 is going for 75k. All right. Let's compare that to Rathalos. Thor, on the other hand, I expect much bigger numbers out of Thor. Guys, thank me and throw me a subscribe. I'm using a lot of silver for this showcase. We've already used 3 million silver, guys. All right, here we go. We're going to go all the way up to the top floor of Doom Tower. Once again, selecting our Esme, our Arbiter, our Thor, and our Queen of Hearts. All right, let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do. Alrighty, here we go. All right, we're going to go ahead and buff up with Arbiter. We're going to go ahead and drop defense with the Queen of Hearts. We're going to go ahead and weaken with Esme. And then we're going to go ahead and A3 from Thor there. Okay, so, whoa, was that 122k? I think that was like 122k around that we saw from Thor. All right, replay this here, and we got to go ahead and test the A3. I do expect that A3 is going to slap. Sorry, the A2 is going to slap a lot harder. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so let's see. Let's see here. The A2, I see 61k, 63k, that kind of damage. I mean, that's not bad at all. That is about the same as Rathalos. So pretty good in Doom Tower as well. Now, the next place we have to test them is going to be Arena. I think that's going to be Arena. Yeah. Let's go ahead and test an arena. One arena fight just against a very basic team here. Not going to use Yakarl. We are going to use Thor because Thor is where the gear's at right now. Take it off auto just to see what we've got. I do think that we have a fairly clear winner. And that is I think it's going to be Thor. I think he does a lot better damage. Voluminous Ricochet almost wipes the team there. We got 280, 284k. That's the number I saw there, but everything was in the 200s. We're going to clear this team, no problem. All right, nice, good stuff. All right, so for Arena, we got to go ahead and refresh the list. Who can... We just really need like one, right? We just really need one team to show who's better. Honestly, we'll probably go against that Trunda team there. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and try on that gear. Bam. I'm going to have to rebuild my Thor after this. Let's see. And we're going to go in. You know what? No, let's not go in against that team. We're going to go here. All right. Rathalos Blademaster for Arena. Here we go. What are we going to have? All right. We're going to go ahead and buff up. We're going to go ahead and drop defense. Good. Then we're going to go ahead and Spectral Flourish. Nice. Let's see. Come on. Don't counterattack Trunda. Okay, here we go. Cut in. Let's go ahead and buff strip. That is good. Then we're going to go ahead and here's the A3. So the A3 not wiping the team the same way Thor did. It didn't even kill a wimpy little Trunda. Guys. And Trunda just completely nuked us, right? So, you know, we were strong affinity against the Trunda. That is something you keep in mind. Guys, once again, this gear that we are using is lethal, slayer, speed, and pinpoint. Actually, it's lethal and speed that's getting swapped from Rathalos to Thor. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Do you use your Rathalos Blademaster? I think Thor is the pretty clear winner here, so he's going to get all his gear back. Guys. Let me know who your favorite nuker is in the comments below. I have been Felris, sailing the seas of Raid Shadow Legends, and I will see you in another video.